So we're continuing from my tweet that telling people that I'm live didn't go through. Go to drafts, change some random text. Tweet, please. Bear with me. Twitter thinks that I'm spamming half the time when I try to tweet about a stream. So if you tuned in right away, you got a notification from Twitch, I apologize. You have to wait while I try to fix this. Ah, come on. Let's see, maybe can I cut that out of my cut? There we go. And maybe, there we go, without. It tweeted, all right, sorry about that. I think it doesn't like that and this is going off topic, but I think it doesn't like that I try to include, like make the URL actually visible in the tweet. But that is something you probably don't care about right now. Anyway, so what is this stream about? I am continuing from previous Software Saturday streams where we walked through like building a chatbot, simple chatbot, and so I'm picking up where we left off. Last time, which was a whole week ago, and I'm not remembering it very well. What did we do here? 100. Is this? That's not even the right file, is it? Boop. Chat.py. Okay, so chat2.py, so I renamed it, was the one. Actually, I'm not sure. Doing it live, folks. This is the sausage. Chat plain.txt, chat tutorial. Chat tutorial must have been the one. Conversation. Let's see. I don't see the stuff I remembered adding. Okay, this was, yeah, this. Okay, so we created an sort of a model for data model for how the bot stores knowledge. Right, so chat2 is just some an old version or something. I don't know. And I think chat tutorial was this was the one that I did for the first stream where I just went over basic programming concepts. So sorry, just figuring my stuff out here. And of course we've got Sigwin over here in the other window. That is our command line interface where we run the scripts and not doing a whole lot else. But I did upgrade. So in previous streams I was using Notepad++, currently using Atom in this stream. I didn't have stuff installed on this streaming computer because it was the one that I didn't use all that often. But Atom's the editor I nowadays I actually like to use it's cross-platform, so I can use it on Mac or Windows or Linux if I wanted to. I'm sure I will at some point want to. Yeah. So, and then I updated Cygwin so that I would have Git installed on this computer, which is a good thing to use. And so, with that little bit of exposition, I'm going to, first thing I'm going to do is add this stuff to the Git repository. So let me make sure this is picking up on the stream there. Okay, cool. Let's see, Git status, fatal, not a Git repository, so it's not currently. Git init dot, it's giving me a warning. The name for the initial glance is name is subject to change, configure. Okay, it's fine. Let's see. We don't want to add everything, I think. So chat plan. I don't know. I'll just add all these files. Git add dot. So dot means current directory, and it just adds everything in the current directory. This isn't really a tutorial, this stream, but if I do realize I haven't explained something in previous streams, I'll try to do so. Yeah, and git commit -m initial import. Please tell who you are. Apparently I need to do some setup. Git config global user dot don't spam me, please. Git config global. You know, it could just prompt me rather than tell me like stuff to type in. Just saying. I'm just saying. User dot name. My name. All right. Commit, please. Thank you. Yes. Awesome. And okay, so let me add a GitHub. Let's see if I can from this computer right now. I logged in. Okay, I don't want to log into everything right now. So I'll add this as a I'll put it up on GitHub later on. But for now, it's in a repository. Local repository. All right. So yeah, as I was saying, I'm using Atom. I don't necessarily like, I'm not saying this is like the best editor to use. Let me update the specs here. Let's see, Cygwin, still using that. Editor, Atom. And we're now using 3.8. 3.8 plus. Right, so yeah, updated Sigwin in order to update Git and Python, and that was the newest that it had. I don't know why it doesn't have 3.9. It's just the way Sigwin is, I guess. It takes a long time to update for some reason, or at least it did. Maybe because I hadn't updated it in a while. So yeah, let me just review this code, see what's to remind myself and yourselves what's in it, right? So we're using the sleep function from the time module. We're using the name tuple feature. It's a function, I guess. And so we're defining these name tuple types, fact and mod. Mod short for modifier. Abbreviations are good in my opinion, but they're not always like well supported by the language. Anyway, so yeah. So the way our chatbot thinks is, or the way it represents knowledge, is that there are facts, and a fact consists of a subject, verb, and object, any of which could be none, i.e. empty. And then any of these subject, verbs, or objects in a fact. A fact is also basically a sentence. Could be, instead of just a raw, like a single word string or something, could be a modifier, which consists of a subject, optionally a preposition, and object. An object. And so yeah, here's some comments explaining what I just said. Statement is parsed into a fact consisting of a subject, verb, or object. These can be individual words, an individual word, or a modifier which has a subject, preposition, and object. The quick, e.g., the quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. So this would get, well, so if we had so we have to manually parse this right now. Perhaps we will get things more advanced in terms of naturalized language processing. I might, play around with the natural language toolkit, NLTK. That's a popular way to do that. I have not played with it before. But that sentence breaks down into a fact with a subject, verb, and no object. So the subject being a modifier consisting of fox, no preposition, and the quick brown, modifying it. And the verb is jumped over the lazy dog. So, and this is like not very convenient to think about, at least the way I've got it right now. I don't know. Might need to change how this works, simplify it. Existing parser may not be capable of this level of parsing. That's an understatement. Knowledge is represented as a dictionary. A key is either a string or a modifier. A value is a set of facts about that subject. Right. So Yeah, so it's knowledge. The knowledge base of the chatbot is a dictionary. Like that's like all of its knowledge is stored in this dictionary, and that's created within the, I think, within the scope of the conversation function, right? Conversation. They're good. Okay, so good conversation. Like we didn't want to just delete the old conversation for some reason. Okay, sure I had a good reason for not deleting it. So we would store a set for all knowledge about dogs, and it would be a set of facts, right? So if we want to add a fact about dogs, we do knowledge referenced by dogs dot add, and some fact that we would have that we have probably parsed out of a statement that the user has made. Okay, so these are our punctuation values, and right now we're using these to, so we were going to, I think, to use these to tell the difference between a statement and a question, and I don't know how much we've implemented of that right now, but we at least are using these to tell, like, to break up sentences, which is something you also do. And comma is a little weird. Basically just treating it as if it were a period in this current version of our chatbot. So yeah, we've got some functions for breaking up the text that is provided into tokens and sentences. So sentenceify obviously already requires something to already be broken in token. So we've got tokenize that takes the raw text, like what a user types in, splits it into individual words, and then like for each word it checks if it's got like multiple tokens in the word. Like if the last word in the sentence it has a period right after it, that would be like considered a single like item. Right? So then the tokenized word would break it into like the word and then a period, right? And then so then we yield it. So this is a generator function. So we would yield each one in turn, allowing, and I don't think I explained generators in any of the previous streams. But if you're watching this, I might, if you're wondering about it, I can explain them. So then tokenized word, I'm not going to go through all that, but basically it just breaks the word containing, or word ending in punctuation into separate tokens consisting of the word and the punctuation that it ends with. So then sentenceify breaks it into like a list of, like, it'll yield individual sentences, and each sentence is a list of tokens, which a token being a word or punctuation. And so, like, I should probably, it would be a good idea, wouldn't it, to add doc strings for these, right? of tokens. Do I want to call it a list? Iterable of tokens into lists of tokens. Iterable of lists of tokens. Breaks them. And add a new line here. Does that make sense? I think it makes more sense than not having docstring. And I want these, what is it, tenses? An interval tokens into an interval of lists of tokens. So we want the main description to be imperative. Separate the stream of tokens into sentences. Breaks an interval of tokens into an interval of list of tokens. I don't know. Okay, so tokenized word. Break a word ending punctuation into separate tokens. Separate tokens. Oop, period. For the word and the punctuation. All right. All right, so let me commit these changes. Git commit -m, add some docstrings. I guess that didn't wasn't completely on stream. Add some docstrings for tokenization code. What if I, hold on, let me just see if I can Maybe like that. Now the stream chat is in front of me. Okay, just drowning in windows here. Just trying to make everything be visible. And I don't want that on top. I want Adam on top. I think that ought to help. Maybe. Okay, we've got a lot of white space here. Okay, so let's look at the conversation function, right? So it sets talking equals true, which is whether the conversation is currently going on, and when it's false, it breaks out of the conversation. No, we don't care about the conversation function. That's the old one. I don't want to delete it just yet, because we might need this stuff. Good conversation. Okay, so it does the same thing. Talking is true. It initializes this knowledge base as a dictionary. Print, so tell me or ask me something, and loops while talking is true. It gets an answer from the user by the input function, right? And if it's by, we end the conversation. Okay. So then we break it up into tokens, or into sentences with tokens, right? Okay, we lowercase it just to make everything like simpler. Give me 1 second. I need to like get a drink of water. Okay, back. All right, so we're breaking up into sentences, and then we're iterating over the sentences. For loops is something I didn't explain in the tutorial stream, I think, but hopefully that it kind of makes sense, like you're doing one loop for each item in a list or a stream of items that something's giving you. right? And if we don't have any, like if it's just an empty list or an none or something like that, we go on to the next item in the list. So then, okay, so here's where we're testing for questions or statements, right? So in our chatbot's very simple vocabulary. I probably should have reviewed this a bit before the stream, but I was like, I don't know, installing stuff. So in our limited chatbot's vocabulary, if the sentence starts with is, then it's a question. It starts with, or if the second word is, like sky is blue, which was something we did in the last, like we used that as an example, I believe. Then it's a statement, right? We check to make sure it's like a length that we can handle. Like if it doesn't have, like if it's just the word is, it would say it doesn't understand. Right? I need to like turn on the light in here. One sec. Alright, so that's like what the chatbot's doing so far. Like, where can we go from here? We presumably want to be able to have a conversation with this chatbot. Like, we want it to be able to learn things from our conversation, like remember facts or something like that. Let me just run it. Chat.py, right? That's the right one. Hi. So tell me or ask me something. Is sky blue? I don't know anything about sky. Sky is blue. I didn't know that. Is sky blue? Yes. Is sky red? No. Sky is red. I didn't know that. Is sky blue? Yes. Is sky red? Yes. So immediately you can sort of see like flaws in its logic, right? If the sky is blue, it can't be red, right? But it thinks it can be both. And like Is sky big, right? Like it doesn't know, like it should just say, I don't know if the sky is big, right? Just because we haven't told it that the sky is big. But how would it tell that the sky is not red? Assuming we're running this chatbot on Earth, right? Or near sunset. But, you know, the concept of time might be a little more advanced than we're going to get to very soon. I don't know, but I want to make it so that it's a question, right? No, here's where it's a question. And in result, yes. Else, so I'm going to say I don't know instead. Don't know. Save. Bye. Hello. Might want to like save the knowledge base so that like we don't have to rebuild it on every run of the program. Hello. Hi. So tell me or ask me something. Sky is blue. Oh, I didn't know that. Is sky blue? Yes. Is sky red? I don't know. Is sky teal? I don't know. But I think we want to like that's a little bit like unnatural in terms of how we have to talk to it, right? Like you don't just say sky is blue, you say the sky is blue, or is the sky blue? So we can like split our sentence on like we don't need to just check the first. So if it's the first token in our sentence, then like we know it's a question. But for, let's see, sentence is, I'm getting stream brain here, sorry. So we want to be able to like tell if it's talking about something, even if the word isn't in like a particular place, right? A particular what is it? Element in the list. So like let's add another function then. Is question. Quesaton question. Taking in a sentence. So if the last item in the sentence is a question mark, obviously it's a question, right? If sentence this one equals question mark, need a colon, because Python's a stickler for that kind of thing. Like, why do we still need the colon if Python, like if it uses indentation? Like, seems like we shouldn't need both. Anyway. So if the last item in the sentence is a question mark, return true. Ooh, capitalize it. And if sentence 0, first item in the sentence, equals is. So if we're saying is blah blah blah, then that's a question. Return true. Otherwise, well, I guess we kind of don't know. Like, there's probably. So it is, are, have, like have you, blah. That'd be one way to add, to ask a question. Is, let's see, are, have, had, did. I mean, you could have statements that are like grammatically incorrect. Else return false. You don't need semicolons. Okay, so what about statements? Def is statement. So if it's a question, it's not a statement. Stream bearing, folks. So if is question, return false. So if it's not a question, then having is in it would make it a statement, right? So blank is if is in sentence. Not sure if that's going to work. Let me try it out in the command line. Let's see now. Is in sky is blue. True. Okay. Is in sentence, turn true. Else we false. I mean, we should like return like some kind of unknown thing, but true or false. Actually, let's simplify this. If is in sentence and not is question. Question. Did I spell that? Yeah. Cool. Actually, we'll just return. Cool. All right. So let me just test this out in the command line here. Switching windows a little bit, so definitely going to forget to switch them back. But let's see. Okay, let's shift insert paste in sequence. Okay, and what's our sentence? I'm going to need a couple of them, I think. Is blue. Okay, and we don't have an is question, do we? In the like we haven't put that in the command line where we're testing stuff, right? So gonna have to add that to shift insert. Okay. Sentence, and I spelled sentence wrong. I can see that now. Sentence. Okay. Okay, so is sentence, no, is question. Wait, did I say is? Hold on. Is statement. I want to do is statement, right? Statement. So is send1 statement is statement send1 plus question mark. Actually, I think it's, hold on. Send1 plus question mark. I don't think that's going to actually allow. Yeah, I did it wrong. Send1 plus list with question mark. Okay. Is statement sen1 plus question mark false? Is question sen1 plus question mark true? Statement blarg. It should return false, I believe. Right. So yeah, I guess we're not worrying too much about like. So if I'm saying is blarg, I'm referring to something, but we don't want to like necessarily get too in the weeds on like parsing grammatically incorrect things. I mean, beyond the grammar we've already defined, where you don't have to use articles or something, but. Right. So if it is a statement, let me switch windows here again. All right, so if it is a statement or question, what are we doing based on that? We then need to parse it still. But if it's not a statement or a question, what else have we got? Exclamations and commands. So you at least need to break it up into subjects and predicates, right? So parse statement, sentence. So at this point we're handling the word is, right? How do I find where? Let's see. So we wanted to break it into the subject and predicate at this point. So subject equals predicate equals Well, let's be more specific. We're parsing an is statement. For word in sentence, so first we're going to build the predicate or build the subject. Actually, we actually want the index, right? So hold on. Is it enumerate? I think. Hold on, let me check this. Send one list. Okay, cool. Right, so just use I for index in enumerate sentence. If word equals is, actually let's generalize this a little bit. Split sentence. So we're splitting it by word. Oh, not the word, a parameter called word. And ouch. Ooh. I also, hold on. No, okay. We're going to finish this in a second. I just remembered something else I want to do. Strip, def, strip, punctuation from sentence, return, let's see, word for word in sentence if word not in punctuation. Oh, tab completion in Atom. I forgot about that. That's cool. Okay. So if word is, then subject equals the first, let's see, sentence up to I. So let's see if it's if I is so for if it's like sky is blue, then I would be 1 because it's the second item in the sentence. So we'd be so stop at I. Predicate equals sentence starting at I plus 1. Because we're not going to include is in the predicate part. Should we call it predicate? Maybe we should call it before part. Actually, like we can just straight return out of this loop and not even give them names. Return okay, we don't need this line. Whoop. We are reusing this word, or the word word, so what are we going to call it? Split sentence by token. So if word equals token, not the word is. Right, so that should let us do the splitting. Let me try it out in command line. All right, paste. I did copy it, right? Split sentence send one by is. Will it work? Okay, so it splits it into two lists. Split sentence let's see. Well, send equals the sky is the color, a television tuned to a dead channel. Dot split. Can I just do it like that? I think I can. Send television. Okay, so split sentence send television by is. And yes, this is not an exact quote. Okay, so it does split it into two lists, and what if we split it by something that's not actually in there? Gives us nothing. What do we want it to do? For now, okay, so if it gets to the end of the list, raise exception. Okay, and hold on. We got F strings now because I upgraded Python. Let's see. We're going to include the sentence and the word? I think so. Yeah, we'll just say what token we're missing. Alright, so back over here to Sigwin and paste that in and test it. Token blah is not in sentence. Alright. Okay, now it's splitting on the first, which is fine. Cool. What if we split it on the last word? Channel. Okay. Alright. Switching windows. There's probably an easy way to have like OBS switch the focus of windows when I switch into them. Okay. So we probably need this split sentence. Alright. Not sentence, continue. Right. Okay, short sentences, it's just going to say sorry what. If sentence is question sentence. Okay, so we don't need to do this part. Okay, and then let's see. Do we continue in here? Do I need to? So I mean, this is in an if elif else statement, so that's fine. If it's question. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to break this part off and before I do any of that, sentence equals strip punctuation of sentence. Just so that wait, hold on. No, we don't want to do that yet. Okay, we strip it here though. Sentence equals strip sentence, because we don't want to deal with the end, like the thing on the end. Verb equals is subject predicate equals hold on. So the sentence Oh boy. So if it's got a question mark, it's a question regardless, but if it doesn't have a question mark, like something like, is the sky blue, is still a question. Okay, so like we're already handling the kind of sentence where this ends in a question mark here. So we don't need to do the splitting thing here yet. Cut that. Okay. So if sentence equals question mark, and we're going to do it like this. Subject, object, okay. I'm like being a little redundant here, I think, but I can unredundant it later. Sentence equals strip punctuation sentence. You already know it's a question, right? Wait, we're like, no, I think I might need to switch this if and else clause, because so if we're finding out that it's a question mark based on if we're finding out that it's a question based on the question mark, then is not necessarily the first item in the list, right? Crap. And so, like, I don't know if I mentioned it, but we're not like fully using that data model. Like, we're not really using modifiers. We're not really even using facts. I think we're just, well, we are using facts, but like we're not like we're not parsing out modifiers, I guess is the way I should state that. So I'm getting a little bit of stream brain here. But okay, so this is the way we parse a sentence that has and actually, okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Stripped sentence equals strip of sentence, right? If len of stripped sentence is less than 3. Is that better? Yeah. I mean, we're at least calling the function less, but I don't think like speed is our main concern here. I just call it stripped. So it has to contain the word is, like for our thing to understand it, right? So, okay. Equals split sentence strip sentence on is, and we're going to do a try catch on it. Or try except rather. Okay, so and if the word, if is the first item in the sentence, then like the before is going to be empty, right? So if before, not before, oops. And I'm, hold on, subject equals, okay, so yeah, it's going to be, except this is going to be part of after 1, after, actually it's going to be the first thing in after 0. So tuple of after 2. So that's still not going to handle like articles and compound words though, right? It's just going to handle like punctuation. I don't know. Right, so we're converting them to tuples because lists are not, what's the word? Like you can't store a list of, or you can't store a list of lists, a set of lists. That's right. Cookie Chris, hey Kristen, hello pretty people is just lurking. Okay, I'm like coding it like command line chatbot here. I don't know how long you've been lurking. How are you tonight? Just came in. Okay. So as soon as I fix whatever I've just broken by like typing things, I'll show you what it's currently doing. And I think that should work. And then we do, okay. That should be fine. Chat.py. Tired but good. I've done like a week of Python scripting, copy and pasting. How are you? I'm good. Been having a lot of stream brain. I don't know if you ever get that, like you're trying to like talk and do something at the same time, and like your brain doesn't have enough room to figure out what you're like trying to figure out, because you're also thinking of like what other people are understanding of how you're saying things. Other than that, I'm good. Okay, so syntax error, line 153. You do? 153. Here it is. Unmatched. Okay, so I guess I just don't need that one. Oop. All right, let's try that again. Hello. Hi. So tell me or ask me something. The sky is blue. That's interesting. Now I'm not sure if this is going to work. Is the sky blue? I don't know anything about the... Oh, shoot. Doesn't even know. Okay, got some bugs to work out. I rarely speak in some complete sentences on my streams. Well, you're in good company. I don't know anything about the... Is sky blue? Sky is blue. So then, is sky blue? And it says... Oh, crap. It used to be able to say, yes, the sky is blue after you told it the sky is blue. Provided you type in like a really, like you don't use any articles or anything like that in your sentence, but now it's being dumb. Because I think I broke it. But anyway, that's the kind of thing it does that I'm working on. So going back to my Python file, trying to find out where I broke something. And I think it's probably partly because I'm parsing this like questions and statements differently. So so like statements, So it currently is not like taking my like I wrote some code to check whether something is a statement or a question, and like, so yeah, I guess I'm not calling it here. So elif is statement sentence, and I don't think I need this anymore because I'm checking the length up here, then strip sentence. Cool. So I guess one thing I should do is to split, to use the same way of parsing the sentence if it's a question or a statement. Maybe that'll work, except I need to, okay, I think I need to do something slightly different in the statement part, but paste and okay, so it's got before and after now. So statement is always going to come before it, but I think before is object equals tuple of after new fact equals subject word object. Okay. Alright, that might work. Might work. Alright, let me try to run it again. Okay, quitting out of the previous run. Out. Okay, running it again. Hello. Hi. So tell me or ask me something. Is the sky blue? I don't know anything about the, well, is the sky, no. Okay, so at least it's doing that now. Sky is blue. Oh no! 194. Or no, 176. Unhashable type list. Okay. Six unhashable type list. Subject equals tuple of before. Okay. Alright, switching windows, which I frequently forget to do. So, hello, hi, tell me, ask me something. Sky is blue. Is sky blue? Okay, so sky is blue was where I ran into trouble before. I don't know anything about sky. Huh, okay. Yep, I've hosted up. Alright. It's not even like... So if we're doing... Oh wait, okay, so I think I know like what will work currently. Sky is blue. Let's see. Sky is blue, question mark. Oh no. Can only concatenate string, not tuple to string. And why not? Okay, okay, I know what it's doing. So it's line 160. So let me another function. Call it untoken, no, def. Okay, I think that ought to... Don't know anything about untokenize of subject. Okay, switching windows back. Doesn't automatically switch them when I switch in OBS. So, hello, hi. So we'll say the same thing I said before. Sky is blue, question mark. Okay, good. Sky is blue. Huh, I didn't know that. Sky is blue? Yes. Sky is green? I don't know. Okay. Oh boy. Little spammer in chat. And to answer your question, no, I don't want to become famous. Just want to be rich. Alright, so now that that works, sort of. So if we're doing trying to think how to make it recognize like the sky. Why are we scrolled to the right here? It's weird. Okay. So I'm gonna add some. Where did I define the punctuation? Okay. So articles equals the rate and okay, so All right, so what I'm gonna have it do is check if there's an article. I'm gonna need to go, but thank you everyone for watching. Until next time, so long, fellow aliens.